little delectable food. Really, in reality, I was at home bored, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make myself some food, and I'm gonna wait for some people to come on. This is just gonna be a quick, easy way to cook with BRANJOR around the world. This is the house. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes. I'm gonna tape. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna tape. I should have put that on. Did I put my SIM card in here, or did I take it off? Hey, what's up, guys? This is BRANJOR from BRANJOR Around the World. Hope you guys are here. I should get my computer, right, to see who's here and who's not. I should get my computer. Let me go get my computer. Hey, what's up, guys? This is BRANJOR from BRANJOR Around the World. I'm doing an impromptu. I just decided to, you know what? Let me just start. I'm also taping on this side. What's up, fellas? So I'm taping on that side, but I forgot to even bring my laptop to see what you guys are doing on that side. So let me put my laptop right here and come in. So I'm at home. I wanted some soup. I was gonna make some soup for work. I said, you know what? Let me put this live and go live and show you guys how to make quick soup. You can make it home. A quick soup you guys can make at home. Nice and easy. Relax. Nothing, no muss, no fuss. Here I am live. Cool. Here I am live. All right, took myself off. Yeah, Joanne, what's up, man? How's everybody doing? So this is gonna be a quick intro, man. I'm gonna be going to work in a little while. I said, you know what? Let me come in. Let me make a smoothie. Let me tape it and go live and do a nice little soup. Sancocho, if you like to say. So we're gonna get on it real quick, man. We're gonna make this real quick. First, you got your onions, nice and easy. You peel them. Oh, nice and easy peel. Now I'm doing this straight from scratch. No muss, no fuss. If you guys want to chime in, say whatever, it's pretty cool. But this is just a nice how-to, real quick. How to make soup. I'm gonna bring my garbage, put it over here. So we're gonna start from beginning to end. Shouldn't take that long. Anyway, while I'm cooking, man, we're gonna talk about Colombia. Because I was recently in Colombia. You know, I should start doing these segments where I cook and I'm talking to you guys. I was recently in Colombia. I was in Barranquilla. No, I was in Cartagena. And since I left, it's gotten way worse in Colombia. I mean, if you've seen it on TV, on the news and whatnot, it's gotten really bad in Colombia. I noticed when I was in Colombia that there was more aggression in Colombia. It was people weren't at ease, people really struggling, people really tight on the money, and everybody seemed to be there. But it was a pretty good. Overall, I had a good time in Colombia. Colombia wasn't that bad, but you do have to have your head on the swivel when you go to Colombia. You got to at least enjoy your time that you're there. This is onions. So what I'm doing is I just cut some onions right here. If you're new, who's this? Paint Center. People are still calling me. Hey, if you're new, this is BRANJOR from BRANJOR Around the World. I make a soup, sancocho. I got some onions right here, just diced up. So I'm just gonna dice up most of my stuff. This is called yuca. I'm cutting it from scratch and I'm making it here as we have. If you guys want a topic to talk about, let me know. Like I said, I recently came back from Colombia, Cartagena. I had a ball up there. It was really good. And while I was there, I had a ton of soup. If you know, I love soup. I'm a soupaholic. I love soup. Good soup is worth every penny. And I was having a lot from the costeñas. I was having a lot of soup up there. So that was pretty cool. So what I'm taking right now is this is yucca. Yucca is a root that's grown under the earth like potatoes. When I was younger, we used to boil these and also make them like French fries. You can put them in soup, which is pretty good. They're like French fries too. They're very starchy, but they're great for soup or whatnot. When I have soup, I love yucca. So this is yucca right here. It's like French fries or potatoes for you. If you're not used to it, it's like French fries or potatoes, but it's very starchy and it's very hard. We also make yucca glue. When I was in Panama, when I was younger, we used to make glue to make masks with this for carnival. So you can make glue with the yucca. You can do a lot with yucca. Man, we turn it into French fries, mashed potatoes. We turned into everything when we were little kids, man. We used to go out there to the farm and definitely get some yucca, man. Yucca grows on the dirt. And that's what yucca is. It's a nice little place to come in. No, nice little food, starchy, and it's really good for you. So far we have these two right here. We have plátano verde. If you know what plátano verde is, green plantains, you gotta call it. In Spanish, it's plátano verde. That's what we call it. Plátano verde. We have a couple of these. So, plátano verde, you could do it. Oh, you call it in what? In Puerto Rico, they call it patacón. No, in tostoni. In Puerto Rico, they call it tostoni. In Panama, patacón. Colombia's patacón too. A couple of countries. But this is a nice, easy way to break the plantains. This is a nice starch plantain too. Make it small. That's it right there. I'm gonna show you what I'm showing. So right now I got the yucca, plantains. I got yam. If you're from island country, you definitely know what yam is. Yam. It's another starch, pretty good. You notice I cut mine, so yam. I'm just cutting the skin off the yams. It's very starchy, but it fills you up when you're doing food. This and dumpling. Man, you see all that? That's glue right there. All of that is glue. We use that as glue for masks when we were younger. For carnival. Definitely we use that for glue. So this is yam. It's another starch. Really, really good in soup. You put a little cabbage in your soup and starch, you're good to go, man. If anybody has sancocho, anything of that nature, you can definitely know. What was a short trip? I went to Cartagena just to check it out and see how it was. Cartagena was fun for me. I had a blast, man. Like I said, I went to 7 islands. I did a lot of trips. I went a lot of places. Well, let me go back to yucca. You cut it in half right here, and I'm gonna cut it in another third. This is just cooking with BRANJOR, man. This is nothing heavy. Just me making some soup live. So now I got that there. I got some corn. I'm gonna cut these in thirds or in half. Shit is frozen. Okay, cool. I cut that. Look, like that. And I'm gonna cut the second one. And that's it, man. I'm not making that much. Nice little sancocho. There you go. That's it. And the last thing is potato. And that's basically it, man. We're done. Soup is done. You guys can see it right now, but I am taping on this side. I'm gonna take a pot, put some oil, nice little oil, put it on the stove real quick. Put it on the stove with some onions, celery, and garlic, and stuff like that. That good stuff. You're on this side. Now you're in my stove. We're gonna put the stove on. This is basically my house over here. And what you flip this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, let it heat up for a minute. We're gonna let it heat up, and then we have all the other stuff in here. We have all the other stuff. Like I said, man, this is a nice, easy way to make sancocho, or however you do it. You got you have your corn. I have potatoes. Potato will be the last thing I do. Corn, yam, yuca. Or let me cut the yuca. Plátano verde. You see how this is very starchy? But once it boils, it comes down really like a mashed potato. Like a potato, sorry, like a potato. You want it bite size. You don't want nothing that big. Everything bite size. Then I'm gonna get my chicken. Boom. And be done. This is a quick way to make a nice little soup if you're out of the country or whatnot. You want to impress somebody, blah, blah. Come in, do a nice little soup. I make soup all the time because I love soup. I think soup is one of the best things you can eat. I'm just cutting it bite size. Now I do have chicken stock that I got from the store. I got some chicken stock. Really nice and easy. And that's it. Nice little chicken stock. You know what? I should start when I go out of the country. I start cooking more and do shows about cooking instead of we'll have people around too. I think that'd be an easier way. Because everybody loves food. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to check this out. So you got the stove right there. We're going to throw our onions. Hold up, before I do that. I'm going to throw onions in there. Now, I'm just going to move that around. While we're doing that, you're gonna come right over here. This is the food that we have. You rotate that bad boy. Now we're rotating. Now while that's being done, I'm gonna get my celery, my carrots, which I have right here, which is gonna be real quick, man. I'm not gonna make too much of this carrot. It's gonna be a real quick thing to do. Let me put this off to the side. You know what, as a matter of fact, I'm not gonna go through all that. I'm gonna cut it. Okay, this is basically going to be, this is going to go with the onions. Right now I'm sweating the onions, nice and easy, sweating the onions real quick. I'm going to add my chicken later on. Usually, I'm gonna put my celery, blah, blah, my carrot. Now, you know the carrots are sweet, so the carrot's gonna add a sweetness to it. If you don't know, carrot is a sweet, so we tend not to put that much of it. There's my little carrot, and I got my celery, blah, blah, that is sweated. Now, I just finished sweating my onions, so I put my carrots, and I'm gonna put my celery in there. Now I'm gonna put my chicken, and then everything goes with water, and that's it. Basically a nice, sweet, easy soup, man. If you can't make this, I don't know, just onion, celery, carrots. I have some cilantro there that I'll put later on. I do have my chicken broth that I have here. Well, chicken broth. I bought it at 50% off. I just bought it. Of course, I'm having my smoothie. I'm just chilling, man. This is just super BRANJOR. I love soup. When I go to Spanish countries, I have a ton of it. I'm also taping on this side. This is super BRANJOR. Sancocho. So, what I do is I go and get some chicken from the store. And that's it, man. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Just get some chicken, throw it out, throw it in that bad boy. Don't even throw it out. Just throw it in that bad boy. I would have cut it up. Throw it in that bad boy when you're done. If you can smell that, the aroma is wow. Whoa. Right now there, I have some celery. I'm going to put up there. Nice little celery. And we're done. Oh, got a little celery you got to put up. And that's it. So my chicken is right here. Yeah, I buy the frozen chicken, so I'm not trying to run too much through the whole world trying to get my soup on. So that's basically it. I'm going to show you real quick how to make the soup. I'm going to show you how it's going. So right there, let me. I got my broccoli right there. It's going to go in there too. I'm just sweating that for right now. And that's it, man. We're almost done. We got the chicken we'll cut up. And because the chicken is frozen, I gotta thaw it out. But I do have some thawed out already, but this is frozen. So just gonna cut it into just bite size. And that's it, man. It's nice, easy, relaxing. How to make soup. Got some chicken here. Now, we're gonna throw that in there in a minute. Get some more thing, put everything in there. Last thing I'm gonna do is the potato. Why am I doing the potato last? Because the potato cooks the fastest. You don't want the potato there first because the potato will break down and thicken the whole soup because it is a starch, and I do have a lot of starch here. But potatoes are the last thing because potato, and also if you put too much salt, the potato has a tendency to soak up the salt, so you will need to add a little more salt at the end. But potatoes is a good starch, but you always put it at the end. That's something you put at the end. So celery is called a mirepoix. Celery, carrots, and onions. It's called a mirepoix if you're a professional cook. You know what I'm talking about. We're not gonna put a mirepoix in there too with the celery, sage, and all that good stuff. I do have it, but here's my frozen. We're gonna cut it up a little bit more and throw it in there. We should be fine, man. So yeah, this is an impromptu, man. I just decided to come in and do a little soup. And I said, you know what? I'm always cooking at home, but I never bring you guys and never invite you to my kitchen and do things I do. I usually do a smoothie in the morning, an egg. I don't eat starch in the morning. Only when I'm out of the country do I eat starch. I don't even smoke. Only when I'm out of the country do I eat black and mild. And I don't drink that much. Only when I'm out of the country and at night when I come from work, I might have a drink. But for the most part, I wake up in the morning, I go an hour to an hour and a half, and I go to the gym. And I have a smoothie and an egg. That's basically my day. I know the assumption is that I drink a lot, but I rarely do. I drink at night, like I said, when I come home. But for the most part, I make my food every day, organic, fresh. All my vegetables, like you can see here, apple, cantaloupe, honeydew, stuff like that, for the intestine. This is a great food for the intestine, papaya. I buy it because it's a great, if you have any toxins in the intestine, it brings it right out. Really, really good for the intestine. So here's my chicken. At this point in time, I'm gonna take my chicken, which I have in chunks, and I'm gonna put in put it in. Nice and easy. Blah. Now I have, like I said, man, this is not fresh chicken. I like frozen stuff. And a lot of people ask me, why do you like frozen meat or frozen vegetables and everything frozen? Why don't you get the fresh ones? And when I was in culinary art school, my chef told me that the frozen, this is what they told me, this when I went to culinary art school. the difference between this, which is that seemed to be organic, and this that is frozen, is this is fresher. And now, why would you think this is fresher? Well, the moment they kill it, the moment they kill the chicken, they freeze it, holding the mature stage. This vegetable goes over the border, goes by trucks, comes down. They got to unpack it. They have put it in the back of the store, then they put it in the front of the store, then they rotate it first in, first out, and it stays there for a couple of days. So by the time you get it, it's 3 to 4 weeks old. The same thing with the chicken. By the time you get fresh chicken, it's at least a month old. Why? Because it has to go through this process. But if you have frozen vegetable, where they pick the vegetable, they freeze it right away, it stays in that stage. So therefore, frozen is better than fresh sometimes, depending on what you buy. So usually I have frozen stuff. I do like having, even though I do organic and I do onions, I do have frozen onions, just because when I want the quality of it. Now, for this, yes, I should have bought bones because of the marrow. It gives you a better taste. But again, this is just stuff I had in the house that I had in the house hanging around. And if I make like a chicken parmesan, I usually would get this breaded, put the masala sauce on it, and so I usually have chicken in the house anyway. So why go and buy some new chicken when I can easily just get the old chicken that I have and make it into a chicken stock or chicken soup? So, but if I have not, I can make parmesan, I can make a vermise, I can make a lot of different stuff with the food that I already have. If you're into food, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Masala one, which is the brown sauce with marshmallow with mushrooms on it. Sorry, mushrooms with masala wine. That's if you cook. So this is just something I have in the house, just readily available, and I just have out there that I'm just making into something to eat for later on. I usually cook for a day or 2 or 3. Now, why am I cooking the meat ahead of time or there? Because I want to seal the flavor in. I want to seal the flavor in. So that's what I'm doing when I'm cooking it right now. I'm sealing the flavor in. I'm going to hit it with some salt, with some stock, and then some water. And then I reinforce it with a chicken stock that I have also here. And then I put all my vegetables. So we're going to check it out again. Go quick and see what's going on with this pot. So this is how it looks right now. Let me come in here. So this is how it looks right now. So you see I'm taping. I'm also taping over here. What's up, BRANJOR? So I'm also taping a segment that I will be putting this up. But I decided to do it live. Because most of the time you don't see me. You just see me doing a lot of stuff. So now, this is under $20. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. This is under $20. I like being economically challenged. Remember, I used to be a chef, so everything has to make sense for me. And I do price per plate. I know it's a hard habit to get out of. Everything to me has to be economical, has to be cheap, because in the kitchen we don't spend a lot of money and we want to get the most out of one plate. So therefore, when I go up there, I look for stuff that's on sale. This I saw today at 50% off, so I bought it. Even that chicken stock in my pantry, but I couldn't pass the deal. I usually go to Aldi's or other places, but the potatoes were really good, 33 cents. No, the plátano verde plantains were 33 cents. I think the yuca was like $2.69. So everything in here came under $20. Came to $19.95. Why? Because I price my meal per week. I don't like going over $46 for 7 days. It kills me to pay over $46 for 7 days of eating. And I eat well. So, and I eat a lot of food. I eat constantly and all through the day. So let me open this up. I'm about to put this in. Yesterday I made some veal meatballs that went with pomodoro sauce over some bread, brioche bread. Well, you think that'd be expensive, but then it cost me $7 and I ate it for 2-3 days. Like I said, you see me boiling when I go out the country, but I really, maybe because I was a chef, I really don't like spending money on food like that. Because I think it's price. Price is everything to me. Like I said, the onions, the corn. I got organic corn for $2.99. Originally they're for $5.99 for 12 and 6. They were $5.99, but the organic was on sale for $2.99. So I bought like 8 of those for $2.99. So everything in here cost me $20. With the meat, with the vegetables, everything. It'll feed me for a couple of days. Great. I'm about to put the stock in there. Bring it up. Let's go and see this real quick. Let me see. So, at this point in time, we're going to put all the other vegetables in, fill it up with water, put a salt and pepper for taste, give it like an hour or two, boom, and then take care of that. So right now, I'm going to put all the vegetables in that I cut already, all bite size. I'll put it in there. Now, I didn't put the broccoli in because the broccoli soaks up a lot of flavor and it wilts real quick. So I'll put the broccoli in just before I'm about to serve it. I'll put the broccoli in, the carrots, a couple more just to bring it up to taste. I will be hitting it with some more vegetables right at the end to bring it up to taste. But right now, I'm just going to put this in because, like I said, these are starches and it takes a long time for it to cook. Woohoo! So here we go. Let me bring this down. Well, woohoo. Now we have everything in there. Now there's the broccoli, fresh broccoli. I won't put that in yet. I'm making the florets. So while we're doing that, we're gonna make some potatoes. I don't know what kind of knife I want to use. I'll probably use this one. I do need a piercing knife. Don't judge me. I'm supposed to have a piercing knife. I don't know where my piercing knife is at. I'm looking for my piercing knife. I know I'm a chef. Oh, here's my piercing knife. This is a piercing knife. Chefs will, other cooks, if they see me, they'll be mad. What are you doing without a knife, piercing knife? Okay, relax. I got a piercing knife. I'm not a chef anymore. I gave up on life, but I still cook. Don't be judging me or something I don't do anymore. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make potatoes. I'm gonna peel my potatoes now. Let me see what people are saying. What's a short trip? Make sure you put my plate on the side. All right, I got you, man. So, and this is what I think I should do when I go out of the country, start cooking, because I love cooking, I love drinking, I love having conversation with people as we eat. So this is kind of weird. When you do potato, because the acidity in the potato, you have to put it in water. If not, it turns black. So you either have to put a little lemon on it, or put it into water. I usually put it in water. But because I have so much fruits and vegetables in my refrigerator, I don't know if I have something. Hold that. So what I'm gonna do is I usually keep fruits. I keep fruit every day because, like I said, I eat fruit every day. I make smoothies. Here's I buy it whole and I cut it up. So, and then my enzyme, which is cantaloupe. No, this is papaya. But I don't have enough space to put this in. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm putting water on the side. Damn, I'm 28 minutes so far. Put a water on the side, and I'm about to do my potato. Now, this is a nice, easy potato to cut. I do like potatoes, so what I do is, I'm not gonna put a lot of potato in there, but what I will do is, like every single day when I put water in it, because what's gonna happen to the soup is, there's so much stuff in the soup that there's not gonna be enough juice, so every day I'm gonna add more water to it, and I'm gonna add more potato to it. So the potato is gonna be fresh, and I like potato because it's a stuffer. It fills you up, you know, really fills you up. So that's what I do with potatoes. That's one. I'm not gonna do that many. I'll probably do 4 because I do have a lot of stuff in the pot right now. But I do like potatoes. So that's it, man. So like I said, man, I went to I was in Cartagena last weekend, yeah. Everything was open, everything was good, but you have to have your head in a swivel. I spoke to one of my boys who almost got robbed too. He got chased out for 100 pesos. I think Bozeman, if you look at his channel, you hear his story. I was with him. He's one of my subs. He called me up. He said, "Hey, BRANJOR, I'm in town." I said, "All right, let's go." Hold on. Get out of here. People are calling me. So I met one of my subs in Cartagena. We parted ways. I came back to the state. I think we did a brief one when we were in. I think we did a brief show when we were in Boca Grande, and then we bounced. And then later on, when I came into the state, he called me up and he told me he almost got robbed. He had a couple of cuts in his arm and whatnot. From the story he told me was, he went to the clock tower. He had a little Osmo DJI in his pocket. A couple of guys confronted him, asked him to, because he's taking pictures, he shouldn't, but because he is, he got to give him 100 pesos, 100,000 pesos, something like that. He said, "Hell's no." So he was going to knuckle up on the guys, and then more people came in and circled him. So the story, then he has a little picture showing it. So the story he tells me is that he pushed one and started running, and he scraped his hand and all that good stuff. So moral of the story is, man, keep your head in a swivel. Shit could happen anywhere. Shit could happen anywhere. So it is what it is. These are potatoes. I'm making it bite size. Like I said, I'm not putting it in the soup now. I'm just putting it into water. If you can see this water right here, I'm putting it into water because I'm doing it at the end of the soup. Soup is going to be another 45 minutes. I'm in no rush. Now, the soup is quicker because it has no bones. Anything that does not have bone will cook quicker because basically all the heat is stored in the bone or the marrow. So, but this does not have bones. So I'm gonna have to make up for the taste with extra stock. The cooks know what I'm talking about. So that's my potatoes. And that's it. If you want to put cabbage and stuff like that, I like my little sancocho the way it is. I will be making rice because I like my rice. Ooh, we'll do that. We'll be making rice, and that's it, man. It's nice, easy food. Nice, easy food. So I got my potatoes in here in water, because if you don't put them in water, it will turn brown. Oxidation. Okay, I got my extra corn and stuff like that I can put in, but for the most part, I'm gonna put this in my refrigerator. We'll put that in my thing, and we basically done. Throw a little more water in there. Later on, I'm gonna hit it with my oregano, my parsley, my fresh oregano, my fresh parsley. I'm gonna hit it at the end. So that's basically it. I will be making my rice. My rice is kind of easy to make, nice and easy, blah, blah, blah. oregano. Oh, the next thing is I will be putting some oil in there. Why? Because there's no fat in the food. There's no fat in food. You can't coagulate. It only coagulates when the coagulators means it thickens up when it's oil. Because only three things could thicken up, right? Water, starch, and oil. That's what you think to make a roux. You didn't think you were going to get a cooking lesson, right? You never know. Hey, so this is basically it, man. This is how you make soup. I will show it to you in a minute. I'm going to make some rice. I like making mini rice, parboiled rice. I don't make that much of it. Like I said, I'm a single guy. Same thing I do out of town, I do here. I don't like people in my house. I really am. It's just me, man. I have friends, but I like being on my own. So now I'm making my little rice. There's a quick rice. Gonna be nothing but problem. It's gonna be a parboil, 2-to-1 water or water to rice. It's parboiled, so you can't mess it up. I hate the regular rice where you have to baby that bad boy. You can make some rice pilaf. It's a little more complicated. I mean, that's chicken stock, onions, and a little oil. Then you put in the oil, and then you stick it. You put it in the stove, and then you stick it in the oven for 20 minutes. If you want to do that, you can make a coconut rice. I go in detail in all of these, but I'm not going to. I'm keeping it very basic. Parboil, basically 2-to-1 ratio. 2 parts water, 1 part rice. You boil it, and then when it's boiled, you bring it to a slow simmer, and that's it, man. You don't have to do anything. Nice and easy way of taking your time and doing anything right. I'm gonna give the soup, because the soup is basically done. All I'm waiting for time for everything to just cook. I'm gonna hit it with a little more stock. So I got some chicken stock here, or this beef stock. Just to give it a little more flavor, I'm gonna put some salt and pepper in it in a minute. And that's it, man. We're done. Nice and easy, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hey, what's up, man? Kenneth McDonald. What's up, Kev? Salute, what's up? Good deal. Yeah, you know what? I do have a lot of, I was supposed to do the, I'm supposed to be doing a lot of stuff today. I was supposed to be upstairs doing my Boca Grande video, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And hopefully I'll do it by Wednesday. And I got like 10 to 15 more videos I got to put out. The thing is, I was like, you know what? While I'm doing this, let me go downstairs to the store, because I'm feeling to having some soup. I just came from Cartagena, where I had soup every single day. I mean, I love their soup. The costeños really know how to make soup with the rib. That rib with the soup, just thick, and man, I love the soup. Now, I do know how to make soup myself. So when I was here, I'm like, you know what? Let me go downstairs and make some soup. And I was going to make it, and I had all the stuff here. And I'm like, people always tell me, why don't you cook? And I'm like, nobody wants to see me cook. So I said, you know what? Let me put this out, and let me do a cooking show real quick for you guys. This is just how to make, well, this is sancocho, really. That's sancocho. I got the avocado here. I got a nice little fresh avocado right here. We're going to cut later on. I got the rice. I got the plantains. Basically sancocho with some rice. I'm gonna make a couple more cubes. I'm gonna throw a couple of more cubes in there just to fortify. Because at the end of the day, I didn't buy the bones. I didn't make for professional cooks. I didn't make no chicken stock. The chicken stock is celery, carrots, and onion, couple 1/3 of batonnet, if you want to be a professional about it, right? You take the chicken bones, and then you stick them in the mirepoix. Also, you put them mirepoix sage, and then you put mirepoix, which is oregano, parsley, sage, and other herbs that you have in there, and then you put it in a big stock pot, and you cook it for like 6, 7, 8 hours, and reduce it, and you skim it for the oil, unless you're making a beef stock. Same thing, but the beef stock has sherry wine, little tomato sauce in it, and the bones you put in the oven. But anyway, that's if we're talking professional cooking. We're not doing that. We're just easily chilling over here. I am going to hit it a little more flavor, because I like my little flavor. I will put them a little bit at a time just to see how the flavor is, and then hit it with salt and pepper. And that's basically it, man. Yeah, but I would love to go to Santo Domingo, and there's a little place in Santo Domingo. They have the authentic Santo Domingo food, and I would like to go up there and just chill and see how they cook and whatnot. I love going to countries where they cook. Well, I like liquor too, but I love going to countries where I can see they're fresh, organic, or maybe just the way they cook, which is more authentic. And I also like going to the rum stuff because every Spanish country has rum. That's our thing. In Santo Domingo, I forgot the name of the damn rum, and I always drink it. In Medellin is in Medellin, in Panama is Ron Abuelo, and Brugal is in Santo Domingo. And then you have in Bahamas is Mountain Gay, in Jamaica is Appleton. So everybody has their own rum that they have in the Caribbean. That's a thing of the Caribbean. If you don't like rum, you really ain't Caribbean for real. But that's our thing. So yeah, at this point in time, I'm gonna put the rice in, and that's it, man. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes. I'll finish it off. I don't think I'll be able to finish it off with you guys here because it's gonna take me 45 minutes. But I'm gonna put it on my channel because I have it over here. I am taping on this side. And that's it though. Cover this bad boy. Throw a little oil, salt, and pepper. Well, salt, no pepper. I'm sorry. What am I thinking of? So now I'm taking the pot and putting a little pepper in, fresh ground pepper. Buy it at the dollar store, man. Don't get crazy with food. Don't push that much pepper at the beginning because it does get spicy and it gets messed up at the end. So, and that's it, man. That's basically it. That's how you make a sancocho or a soup. Americans call it soup. In Spanish, we call it sancocho when you have a lot of stuff in there. You can put cabbage in there. You can put zucchini. You can put a whole bunch of stuff in there. You can put dumpling. I don't like dumpling because it's a filler. I always tell the Jamaican spot when I go take the dumplings out, I don't need a damn filler. I want more soup. But that's it, man. That's just a nice, easy way to make your little sancocho at home. I'm knowing my temperature right now. Like I said, yeah, with the rice, just boil and just bring it down to simmer. Boil is 212. What is it, 206 or 212? Damn, it's been a minute since I was in culinary school, right? Simmer is 189 temperature, and you bring it all the way down and just leave it there until the rice is cooked. The soup is good, and that's it. I got my smoothie right here that I made earlier. We make a smoothie. Hey, please remember, man, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm 50, right? If you don't take care of your body, we can talk all about drinking and partying and all that, but at the end of the day, you got to take care of your body. Don't expect people to be running that crazy and drinking and smoking and acting crazy and the body not to break down. So when I'm home, I eat extremely healthy. I only eat unhealthy when I'm on vacation or late at night if I'm coming from work or whatnot, but I'm home. I don't drink if I'm not in my house, man. I don't trust people like that. But like I said, I got a smoothie. We'll be cleaning my boards, cleaning my stuff, making sure everything's good. Hey, let me know what you think. I will be putting a picture of the sancocho when I'm done with it, with rice. And that's how you make sancocho. Under $20. Let's not get crazy, man. Food shouldn't be that expensive. I mean, I'm gonna eat off this for like 4 or 5 days anyway, unless I choose not to, and then I'll make some chicken parmesan or rice pilaf or coconut rice or wine rice. That's just so I eat. Remember, I cook. I actually cook. So, or you can make anything you like, you know. Farfalle rosa, pollo de Veneco, pollo penny vodka. Can you buy good steak in Cartagena? Yes, you can. Bastards make some good steak too. There's a lot of steak places, but those are more high-end places. There's a lot of Italian restaurants there too. Because I went out with a couple of girls and they took me to an Italian place, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I could get this in the United States. They're like, oh no, I want to treat you right. I'm like, you don't want to treat me right, because treat me right is going around the corner to a little restaurant that has like mom and pop store, but they took me to some of the most expensive places, which is fine for them. But I eat that all day here. I worked in a lot of Italian restaurants, a lot of Italian restaurants. So I could cook Italian, anything Italian I could cook. So therefore, that's not big. That's to me just common, you know. But we did go to a couple of steak places that make some really good steak. I don't know the name of them because the females took me. We went to a couple of Italian restaurants too, and I made sure I told Shorty, please don't do this again. If you want to go to an Italian restaurant, you could go, and then we go to a Spanish so I could get Spanish food, because I can get Italian all day in the United States. I can't get authentic Spanish food in the United States. That's a luxury that I go for. And I want the mom and pop spot, like Tropicana Salsa by the clock. Man, they got some serious stuff, boy. I think that sancocho was like $3 with like 9,000 or 11,000 pesos. I tore that up. I forgot the name of the other one in Boca Grande. And then they gets me at a few of them too. So it's a lot of places, man. I did get some fufu places, because you did see me when I went up to I forgot the name of the restaurant that I went up to. They had the French kitchen, which is cool. But there's a lot of places you can go in Cartagena. There is some good steak places. But remember, steak places will be high-end store. Those will be expensive. Most Spanish people are poor. So if you ever notice, they eat standing up. They eat their regular food. They eat from the little carts that they overeating, like probably cost $1, like 33 cents. They eat standing up, so they're not going to have the sit down. Sit down is for rich people, or people that have money, or people who could invest for a while and get their food. But for the most part, they're going to eat at home. And if they're going to eat on the road, out, they're going to be eating on those little carts. And that's how usually they eat. People who have money going to have the steak and the lobster or tourism stuff. But that's it, man. Thanks for the info. Sleeping One Eye Open. Yo, I love this name. I love that name. Sleeping One Eye Open. I like that. Yeah, so that's just me. I don't even know what time it is. That's just me jumping up, doing a quick impromptu. I'm glad that everybody stuck around. I'm doing my video too. To me, this is just how I eat. This is nothing special. Some days I wake up and like, hey, let's make some soup. So this soup cost me $20, like I said, from beginning to end. I just made it in front of you. Took me probably 35 to 40 minutes. It's cooking there. I got the rice there. It'll be done in a minute. I will eat it for another 4 or 5 days. Because what I would do is I would keep putting water in that mug. Putting water in cubes, because there's a ton of vegetable in there. So, and then I'm going to put potatoes every single day because I love potatoes. And I'm going to do that for 4 or 5 days until there's none. And that's how I do it. I just fill it up all week. What did I eat yesterday? I don't remember. Oh, make shrimp. I made shrimp. Shrimp, like shrimp scampi. No, I didn't. Yeah, shrimp. I had shrimp. I had the shrimp scampi yesterday. But the shrimp only cost me $5. So, I buy it at the store, peel it, brought it in here, sauteed it, put a little tomato sauce on that bad boy, and I was done. I know you're going to get scampi's basically butter and capers and that with a little lemon. I know it's scampi, but I throw a little tomato sauce in that bad boy too. Okay, so whoever wants to, because I said scampi, so people might say, oh, you can do a scampi. That's not a scampi. I just do some tomato, just give it more taste. And tomato sauce is okay. That's it, man. So, hey, thanks for everything. This is BRANJOR, just BSing at the house. Impromptu. I should do a couple of prompts, 2 of these. Put them out there, schedule time where I could come in and do some stock. I will be doing some more stock. I just read ABML, and this is just a little side note. ABML, who's putting that? ABML, supposed to be 10x pretty soon. It dropped to 90. I think Sleeping Wide Open told me it dropped to 92 cents. And right now it's at 170, which if you'd have bought it and put some serious money, you would have doubled your money already. You'd have made double. So let's say you put 10,000, you would have 20,000 today if you'd have done it last week. This company probably would be $4 in another month or two. I do see it as being $10. What's this right there? In Cartagena. Stay Payton in Cartagena. So I do see this as a 10. So I bought 15,000 of it. Why? Because I bought it at 92 cents. I'm not stupid. And I do think this could be a $10 at the minimum, 10. So do the math on that. I like making money. Any update for the condo for 35,000? I was supposed to go up there, but it was crazy. It was crazy. I will call my boy and see if he could go up there for me and check it out because I was supposed to go up there. I never did because it just got a little contentious up there. I did speak to a couple of taxi drivers, and they told me it was a little rough in that neighborhood. And if you haven't been to Cartagena lately, Cartagena's rough nowadays. Not all of Colombia. They're really grinding. I mean, the girls are trying to beat you for your money, and I ain't trying to say nothing negative about Cartagena. I'm just telling you, or Colombia. But I even have some friends of mine that are females. They're trying to move. I mean, Colombian female that Costeña that live in the coast, and they tell me, yo, we got to move. And I'm like, wow, we can't find jobs. And now with the sales tax and everything else taxing the poor, it's really crazy. So I'm trying to move to Panama. So it's really a rough time, but I think that's the best time to buy anyway. So should have. I wanted to go to Medellin and check out BRANJOR. BRANJOR has a condo for 20,000. That's what I wanted to do. Again, it was really, really tough because the climate is really tough in Medellin. I don't know what you've been hearing, but the climate is really tough with my friends I'm talking to. So I'm not going back to Colombia for a while. I'll probably go to DR or Mexico, Tulum or Casamel or something like that in Mexico pretty soon. I'll probably go in another 2 months, a month. I'm not going back to Colombia because I think Colombia is rough right now. And it's anything could happen, man. Anything could happen in Colombia. And I mean, you got one of us that got shot right in the street and his body was laid out there. Crypto is the spot too. Crypto is the spot. I wish I was into crypto. I wish I'd have got it earlier. But since I didn't, I'm doing the long play. Like I said, I only have 2. I just sold one of my stocks today, which is the I had the weed crop that I had. I had like 300 stocks of those, and I got rid of it today. And I put my money in ABL because I do believe that's going to be 10x probably by next year when the company opens. So I'm putting on my accounts, and I have 1,000 of NEO, but that's a 5-year plan for me. So like I said, man, I count my money because I don't spend money in the week. I eat at home, you know. I'm not coming out of my pocket for a couple of days, and even then, I shouldn't because I eat and then I go to work. So I'm just telling you real talk. I mean, we could talk all this about woo wow. When we go out, we splurge, and it's all good. But when I'm at home, I'm at home. I go to the gym, I eat well, and I try to keep my money right. I'm trying to get rid of my money. But anyway, Medellin is rough right now. I just spoke to this young lady. What's her name? Valentina. Yes, and I just spoke to Valentina. That's going to be my hookup when I do my podcast pretty soon. I'll put it up in the second floor of my podcast, and I'll be getting in touch with all my friends all over. I just spoke to Valentina, and she lives in Cartagena. As a matter of fact, if you went to Cartagena, you probably saw it in the clock tower. She's not a mango, but she's in the clock tower. She sells the clothes. Like if you go there, you're gonna see clothes hanging. Yeah, Valentina sells clothes there. Real cool people. She can't find a job, and it's really, really, really hard in Cartagena. She said, I can't do it no more. So she got on the bus when 2 days. She's getting on the bus, and she's taking she's moving to Medellin because she's saying it's that crazy in Cartagena right now that she can't make no money, and people are robbing each other. I mean, the locals are robbing each other stuff. They robbing themselves. What about you? Because you're a tourist. You don't even speak the language. And you leave. You can't even put a police report because by the time the police check it, you're out of the country. What the hell? Who cares about you then? So she's moving to Sabaneta. She got an apartment there for 210,000 pesos. She's moving to Sabaneta, and she's moving out of Cartagena. So it's that rough in Cartagena right now. And there's no jobs. So she's moving to Medellin. So I'm trying to hook up with some friends that I have in Medellin, see if something could happen. But at the end of the day, you got to let people be who they are. So anyway, hey man, I appreciate this. This is BRANJOR around the world. I'm just doing a little soup, sancocho edition. I'll probably throw a couple more of these when I make something fresh. Next week, I'll probably cook something. I don't know what I'm cooking. Might do a meatball. I have some, no, meatloaf. Anyway, hey, thanks for everything, man. Oh, let me show you before I leave, man. So right now, and of course, this is the rice right here, below. And we're gonna put the broccoli in a minute when that comes in and the potato. So it's gonna be full to the rim. All right, man. This is oh snap! I didn't think it. Damn. Damn. This motherfucker won't turn. 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 Damn. There you go. All right, man. This BRANJOR from this BRANJOR from BRANJOR on the well. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you a lot, man. I'm signing off. Peace.